Well, we know it's kind of a slack morning because we had the storm come through last night, so that's unfortunate. But we're glad to have all the folks here from our partners with the Bicentennial and the Archives. We're certainly glad to have Senator Orr with us today. So we have this beautiful bell, and it was really a very special bell. This was created at Sloss Furnace, which of course is a historic furnace in Alabama that really is a symbol of a lot of how Alabama's economy was built over the last 100 years. And but that's because we have rich natural resources, as everybody knows, from that Red Mountain iron ore to the coal fields in West Alabama and the limestone in Alabama. And so those things came together after the Civil War, and Alabama was building its new economy. Iron ore became a big part of that. Sloss Furnace, even though it's actually closed as a furnace but still open as a museum, they came back and produced some bells for us and some pigs also to be distributed around the state in commemoration of the 200th anniversary of Alabama's statehood. And so we have this wonderful bell that'll stay here at the State Department of Education forever as one of the things that people can come and see. And we have lots of folks that come through. Actually, thousands of people come through this corridor every year because they're coming in for state school board meetings, they're coming in for other agency meetings, they're coming in and out of this auditorium all the time. And so we constantly see people who are standing around this area, just congregating to talk to one another, and we think this is a great place to exhibit the state bell. And behind me are some beautiful prints of Sloss Furnace that had been done already, and we're down here in the lobby. So great thank you to the Bicentennial folks who really spruced up this area and made it a better reception area. But our real guest of honor today is Senator Arthur Orr, who has chaired this campaign from its inception back in 2017 when we were celebrating Alabama's 200th anniversary as becoming a territory, and then of course the progress over a couple of years to statehood. So with no further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Senator Arthur Orr.
Thank you, Dr. Mackey, and thank you for the kind words. Actually, we started the Bicentennial in 2013, so it's been a while, a long and winding road, and appreciate you all hosting this. You know, we call this the Children's Bell, future of our state, and very important. And plus, very pleased to see the Sloss Furnace pictures by Art Bacon behind us. A few comments have got written here. When the Bicentennial began planning the commemoration of the state's 200th birthday, we looked back to history, and then we looked beyond 1819 for Alabama's future. Even though that was the beginning of Alabama as a state, the history of this place we call home and the Bicentennial was an opportunity to tell all the people about the places, events that shaped our state. As plans solidified, we realized that the Bicentennial is just as much about the future. And as we look back, we should also point forward. And what is more important to our future than our children? Therefore, the Bicentennial Commission invested heavily in projects and programs that would benefit our young people. I'm very grateful to the State Department of Education, the local education associations all across the state that made this happen. We're just very grateful for their help in executing this plan. These items included classroom resources, professional development for teachers, and school projects that brought kids and the communities together. The State Department was our steady partner throughout. Ms. Karen Porter, Director of the Alabama Reading Initiative, co-chaired the Bicentennial Education Committee. Her efforts and those of Dr. Susan DeBose, Education Coordinator for the Bicentennial, focused on preparing our students to be educated, active, and productive citizens in their lifetimes. The Alabama Bicentennial Children's Bell we dedicate today is designed to inspire our children to use those skills and benefit their state in the years ahead. The bell was the brainchild of Dr. Donna Cox Baker, co-chair of the Alabama Bicentennial Statewide Initiatives Committee. She drew on her father's words, which I think are very appropriate, that she and her sisters should do their best in the world and leave it better than they found it. The Alabama Bicentennial Children's Bells, we have one here in Birmingham, call Alabama's children and youth to be the best that they can be and help make Alabama the best it can be. Through their lives and work, we can each help leave Alabama better than we found it. The bell and its message honors the past and points to the future and is a proud legacy of the Alabama Bicentennial. So thank you so much for being with us, and I guess, now you're going to leave that hammer out there for during your school board meetings? You
The hammer will stay back in my office.
Okay. That's a deadly weapon. So Dr. Mackey will gong the bell, and I was informed to do it down at the lower
That's right.
end by you. So we'll gong the bell.
We tried this morning just to move it about half an inch. We think it's a permanent installment.
You made it a stronger table. Yeah, and it sounds like a school bell, actually, when you ring it. It's very good. Thank you for hosting us, and thank you for putting this in.
Thanks for being here.
Very
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.